Welcome back, everybody, to the Clashing Conferences podcast. The NFC East OGs are back once again, looking at a little bit of a Week 9 recap and a look ahead to Week 10 we're going to do here today. Going to start with a quick recap of Week 9. We had 3 division games this week with Philly on bye. We had
Beautiful.
and we had all 3 of those games
Yes,
with
sir.
losses by the NFC East. So there was I'll find the quote here at some point. There it is. It was me actually. I said everybody trying to catch up to the Eagles in the win column last week's episode, and not one team was able to catch up to the Eagles in the win column. So
No
that's
one was
unfortunate.
close. No one was close.
No, let's run through those scores. We had the Giants losing 24-34 to the San Francisco 49ers. We had the Redskin Commanders losing 14-38 to Seattle Seahawks. And we had the Dallas Cowboys ruining my last survivor entry, or my second to last survivor entry, by going down 17-27 to the Arizona Cardinals. Again, Philly on bye. In the internal competition, we had 3 categories. Once again, as always, we had 2 that were repeats from last week. One of those was the longest field goal, as predicted by everyone, but probably not the length of the field goal that everyone was thinking about. Dallas gets that one at 26 giant yards. Most interceptions. Special shout out to Paul. He gets that with 1. It was the only interception in the entire division this week. And speaking of interceptions for your team, you were a week late on this. Lattimore is officially now burnt toast with a torn ACL. So you had the quote right, but you had the week a week early. He is definitely burnt toast. In our last category, we had most touchdowns, and nobody could eclipse that 1 touchdown mark. Every team got at least 1 player with 1 touchdown, so you all get a point. That gives Dallas 2 for the week, Washington 2 for the week, the Giants 1 for the week, Philly nothing on bye, but everybody else will get their bye at some point here going forward. So that's our recap. It's tough to say who leads when nobody wins. Let's go with Greg.
Well, before you do that, I will say that while Brandon Arbery's kick was 26 yards was just magical, they did try to tie the record from the day before at 68. And it honestly was one of the worst kicks I've ever seen him make. Like off the foot, it immediately was just way off. But I think he had the
leg, but it missed by 5-10 yards. It missed the 10.
It was terrible. But they had no chill doing that. They absolutely went right for it at the end of the half.
Well, was it him or the other guy that said they never practice greater than 50?
Aubrey.
55.
It was Aubrey?
55.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what he told Tom Brady.
You're trying something different. You're trying to hit it harder when you're going from that. It's no surprise that you can mess it up much more easily than, a shorter one.
The smallest difference going that much farther is a huge money back. But this one was this was terrible to start with, but go ahead, Greg.
Greg, what'd you think about the week?
I guess I got to start off by saying, how about them Cowboys? Man, woo! Looking good, boy. Primetime national TV, playing a 2-5 team with a backup quarterback, and you got your ass stumped.
He's not the backup anymore.
Oh, not anymore? No, because he played so well. He played so well, they said.
Just like I told you guys, Carolina is a good team this year, and you guys all laughed at me. Jacoby Brissett is a decent quarterback. Don't make fun of the way I say that.
On a 3-win team. Hey, listen.
Hey, Jacoby Brissett got me 2 fantasy wins this week.
You got me 1 fantasy win, so I was excited about that. But again, it's the Jerry show down there. He is a clown. Last night, he's like, oh, you're going to see something big. We're going to have something big.
I don't know why he always does that.
He signed a bench linebacker from the 32nd ranked defense. But he did go out and make some moves, and went to the Jets and got didn't want to spend a lot of money, but bought the 4th highest tackle in the NFL. So, like, I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know. And he is a clown, and I'm glad he's not my owner.
You
it
know,
just
so
shows you.
I don't know why he always like, I don't know, nobody else, like he would be the worst like criminal, because he would be like, I want everybody to know. He
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to hold it in. He'd walk into a bank, or he'd call him up and be like, dude, I'm gonna freaking rob this place. It's gonna be awesome. Like, I don't know why he
Tweet
has to
about
call
it.
his shot. Like he wants such a clout chaser, like a billionaire. You
I don't
need
get it.
nothing. Pay for like 30 guys to just be in a room just telling you how awesome you are all the time. Stay off of the media. Get away from all microphones.
It just proves my point yet again that Jerry Jones might be playing Chinese checkers while Howie's playing chess. It's just, it's how it is.
Playing a game called I have a quarterback with a pushable tush. That's all Howie's playing. Again, without that play, you guys would be 2-6.
But here's the funny thing you guys don't bring up. Josh Allen has actually ran and scored on more tush pushes this year than Jalen Hurts. Yet we don't bring that up. And that's after his coach. After his coach voted to eliminate it because it's a dangerous play. Yet you're going to let your star quarterback run it?
It's unrefereeable. It's you can't.
Hey, listen, we're going to take a week where we're not going to talk about the tush push, because that's the only thing that you talk about.
So we're not going to play about the one play that is
it didn't happen this weekend.
Shouldn't be in the NFL. I know it didn't happen.
Well, let me rephrase that. The Bills did it this weekend.
We actually
so did several other teams.
Like 4 times.
Yeah. So it's like, we don't care if they do it. It's just when the Eagles do it.
Well, that's because when you guys do it, you guys are offsides every freaking time. Absolutely true. Absolutely. Dude, it's uncoached. It's going to ruin football. It needs to go away.
Back to the game. Dallas just looks pathetic. Not only are they now probably the 32nd ranked defense in the league, you have star power in offense. You know, you let Rico Dwaddle leave, and now he's leading the NFL in rushing. Like, you can't win. It's hilarious. It's like, it's just a comedy gold down there.
It's like letting Saquon go.
Yeah,
to a division rival.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's like, you know, you have the talent on offense, and you, for the last 5 weeks,
is Rico Dowdle actually leading the league in rushing? Really?
Absolutely.
Like back-to-back 200-yard games. So
I
that
know,
kind of helps.
but like,
that helps.
Jonathan Taylor, who's like had over 100 yards. Okay,
he is, but he also had like 30 this past week.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I have a fantasy. I know.
So, like, I love it. I love that you're imploding. You're going to start to implode. CD Lamb had a shitty game. It's going to be great. And that's all I can say about Dallas. I don't want to give them any more airtime. Just, it's beautiful to watch it happen.
You're giving them a lot of airtime.
I feel bad for Washington. I really do. Like, Dan Quinn is rightfully so getting hammered for his call, down 31 points, and your star injury-prone quarterback still in the game. You have zero chance to win, and a freak accident happens. You know, luckily it's not his throwing arm, and he's not going to need Tommy John surgery or anything like that. But, like, he's going to be out probably for the rest of the year, and that sucks. You know, and I can't help but think, you know, we talked about it last year, like, and we did the comparison. We try not to, and I know Paul doesn't want to hear it, but is this just another case of an RG3 that's happening? Like, I don't think Dan Quinn's putting his quarterback in a great position to stay healthy. However, he's putting him and his team in a good position to win. So it's like tough there. It really is tough. I don't know, as a fan, how I would feel about that. I mean, how do you feel about that, Paul?
I don't know. Paul's not here. Paul is not making it in today.
Okay.
But
who do we have?
Kirk Cousins, I would be glad to talk on behalf of the Giants and on top of the Redskins. I will start by saying that injury I thought was going to be 10 times worse. I hear that Paul's son, Anthony, who's been on the pod before, he actually suffered the exact same injury when he was little. And dislocated it just from falling off of a bicycle. Put his arm down to brace himself, and it just blew out. His elbow was way back up his, like the back of his arm. Dislocated, fractured, broken, everything. 2 surgeries, pens forever, ridiculous. And somehow this is like just a multi-week injury somehow. And the only reason that I say this is earlier this year, the same thing happened to Khalil Mack, and they're like, he'll be back pretty soon. I was like, no, he shouldn't be. You can't have your elbows go in the wrong direction like that and shooting out the other side. But apparently it's not that big a deal. From what I see for this kid, he doesn't know how to protect himself in any way. I'm surprised they don't have security like putting uh, uh like sport coats over like the puddles that he walks into just in case he's gonna like sprain an ankle in there or something. It blows my mind. Like he doesn't know how to slide, he doesn't know how to get out of bounds to not take a hit. And now he doesn't understand that your Kevin Durant arms aren't going to help you if somebody who's 300 pounds lays on top of you. You just got to take it. Now, there's a downside to that. And the downside to that is another player we lost for the year didn't even make the first snap. I mean, you might as well spit in somebody's face on the kickoff.
Ooh. Who's
freaking
that?
Luke McCaffrey. I didn't know that there was a more delicate McCaffrey brother, but apparently there is. Broke his collarbone on the return because he got crushed into the ground. But did he brace himself? No.
I
and
saw,
then of course
you saw Frankie. Frankie's gone for a game.
Frankie is gone, and I can't say anything. I'm not a fan of the hip drop tackle. I mean, nobody should be. That's a freaking dangerous play. I mean, do I think it should be banned there? I mean, the things that used to happen to like Joe Montana and quarterbacks and people like that, like would just get absolutely abused. But now that people have names for these things like the hip drop and the horse collar and things like that, it's not going to stick around. But no, it's pretty devastating to watch. I think there are 3 teams in the NFC East where the season is 100% done. The only wins they're going to get is when they play each other, because somebody has to win. Otherwise, I see the Redskins. What's it? 2 weeks. They're going to have to go to Spain to play the Dolphins. I mean, I assume they're going to be favored there, and maybe could pull something out depending on if we have at least half of the offense healthy.
So you're thinking Jaden's going to come back and play in the next couple of weeks, you think?
I hope not, because I don't think Terry's going to come back. They're going to have to pack it in. I would pack it in. You kind of got to pack it in for the year. Terry, I was waiting. I thought that they took forever, and I don't know why he wasn't playing. He comes back, and I mean, it wasn't even really news. You couldn't really see it too much in the game, but he re-injured the same hamstring. And as we know, like high ankle sprains and things like that, it's completely unpredictable, absolutely unpredictable. That Pat Mahomes would get an injury like that and be back in 2 weeks, but somebody, that I give 2 rips about, is going to be out forever. But I think Terry, I think you got to shut him down. I don't know why they haven't already just decided to put him on IR. I mean, trust me, in the trade deadline, I'm like, we're already a losing team, already in the hole. If we were getting by with all these injuries, that would be one thing, but we're not. If we were, I mean, I need Joe Flacco, I needed Jacoby Myers or Rashid Shaheed, and I needed Breece Hall today. Oh, and then we needed a whole defense. So, I mean, there were quite a few pieces, and I'm not trying to mortgage the future. I think we still need to relish what we have of Jaden Daniels' rookie contract to figure out what we can do and what to do in the future. That's just what they're going to do. I mean, it's the same thing's going to happen with the Giants. Giants is the same thing. Their players just keep dropping like flies. Their players.
I gotta stop you on. I gotta stop for just the trade deadline for a second. I want no excuses on the trade deadline. You got Dallas at 3 wins and trading like they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and you're like, no, we only got 3 wins. We can't trade for nobody.
I honestly
I'm not trying to trade all our draft picks. That's for sure.
So I don't know draft picks Dallas got.
This is more of a shot at Randy than you.
No, I honestly think Dallas should be selling right now, not buying. It's very frustrating.
Well, all the assets you earned from Micah are now almost gone.
Well, we still got
almost, Greg. They're gone.
No. We still got the 1st round pick next year, so 2 1st-round picks next year.
But you traded a 1st and a 2nd from this kid from the Jets.
Sure,
the
2nd round
gave up
2000.
the better of the 2 in this trade.
Sure,
did you realize that part yet?
I know.
That's not good.
Listen, I just did a bunch of look at all the stuff the Michael Parsons trade has given us, and it's now given us Kenny Clark. It's given us the guy from Cincinnati. We've netted a 1st round draft pick, and we've netted now this guy from that I don't even know who it
Williams.
is. I've never even heard of him from the Jets. That's what we netted from Micah Parsons. So we still have netted a first-round draft pick from this. I know we gave a second round up for it, but we've netted a first round. So again,
So
yes,
you've netted, what you've really netted is a couple of spots moved up.
Sure.
You can't claim
I would say
a real first-round draft
and
pick.
again,
All you did was move up a couple
I'm not
of
going to
spots.
defend it. I'm saying I think we should be selling right now and stacking up for the draft. I really do. I think Jerry's, again, I hope he proves me wrong, but I think he's making the wrong decision on what he's doing. Anyway, I'll talk in my spew. You guys go
Jerry's out there comparing this second-string linebacker from Cincinnati to Leighton Vander Esch.
Yes, he is. He thinks he had a home run here. We'll see.
Nobody loves Jerry Jones more than Jerry Jones. It's unbelievable.
The kid was good. He was good.
I know,
good in Wyoming.
Yes, he used to be. Logan Wilson.
I know
used
one guy who loves
best.
Jerry Jones more than that. Stephen A. Smith. They're best buds.
Sat
They
in his
they
box
were
last night.
They were in the box last night. Yeah, that was nice.
Did they share
but
nuggies?
They may have.
That's the true
Could
sign
be.
right there. True sign. But no, I mean, I'm going to enjoy watching the games now because I'm not going to stress about what's going to happen. You know, I'm not going to go in with any. I mean, I was always cautiously optimistic. I've been saying it for 2 years or a year and a half now about RG3. Like everything is going right in place as it did before. The only thing that I'm not seeing quite yet is the yips that that completely killed RG3. So
yeah.
The kid just needs to get smarter. I don't know if he needs to eat more okra for brain fuel or what. Mike, you weren't on before when Randy was eating raw okra. I don't even know if you know what okra is. Was eating it, not even cooked, just like
Doesn't
off the
sound
stem.
good.
It's not bad.
It's like eating a cactus. It's like eating a cactus, you moron.
I would say a
What is wrong with
cucumber
you?
mixed with a pepper is what it reminds me of.
It's hairy like a freaking cactus, you weirdo.
It's not hairy. It's a little fuzzy, like a kiwi.
A little fuzzy.
Like
fuzzy.
a kiwi. Oh, yeah, because you start munching on the outside of a kiwi.
I do. I eat the outside of the kiwi.
Oh, you are a serial killer.
Seriously,
I'm
you're
sorry.
an absolute psychopath.
There's nothing,
out of
there's
control.
nothing wrong with it.
Out of control.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Good.
What you got, Greg?
Before we go to Randy, I just want to say I want to take just a second to do a number 3 Giants fan thing here. I was right. Everybody else was wrong. The national media was wrong. The Redskins were never going to be good.
You were right. You were right.
So,
can we all come to an agreement that can we put the DJ stuff to bed? So, like, from what I saw last weekend,
listen,
can we put that to bed?
Not for one
put
game.
what part of it to bed?
Put it to bed that he is a top tier quarterback. Can we put it to bed?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You wanted to put it to bed that he sucked.
No, he's a good, decent quarterback, but he's not going to be a top tier quarterback. If anything, it shows that the coaching staff and the leadership in New York is horrible.
Yeah,
to me.
Everybody from the top down, there are decisions on who to pay and who not to, how that they run the team, everything. I mean, the coaching staff is awful. I couldn't imagine them having anybody else, though. I think it's amazing.
So their scouting department seems pretty good. They do draft well.
Yeah, they do draft.
It's very interesting, like to think about, like, you know, a player that goes from one team to another and just shines, right? And it does well. Yeah. Or 1 year, look at the Dallas Cowboys defense under Dan Quinn. 1 year later, they're near the worst in the league. This year, they are the worst in the league.
Yeah.
So much of this game matters in coaching and leadership. I think more than a lot of other sports. You know, sheer talent in basketball can get you pretty far. Sheer talent in baseball. But in football, because of the team dynamics, I think coaching and leadership matter so much more. You know, I'm not a big fan of the way the NFL goes through coaches and goes through managers, kind of like it's just, if it's bad, it's like immediate, you change. Mm-hmm. I don't like that, but I do understand why, because it matters so much. And I
hope you spin this into Jalen Hurts not being a leader and sucking at the end. That's why I want this to end.
No,
how can you do that though? You can't. All he does is win.
I will have to say, you look at the Eagles coaching staff, the Eagles general manager, Howie Roseman, even the Eagles owner, there is just this general thing that is solid year after year right now.
Forgot about Dom.
They're on a good run. They have good, solid leadership right now. I would say that Cowboys had good, solid leadership in the 90s. The problem is our leaders turned 95 years old, and now they're not good, solid leaders anymore. They're, a bunch of older fellas, one older fella who makes all the decisions.
Older fellas. So anyways, the two best people, most impactful people on the Eagles aren't even players. Big Dom and Howie are the two most impactful people in that organization, and they don't ever put on pads. I think Big Dom kind of inherited just a pair of them. He kind of wears them anyways.
Because at night.
Yeah.
Can we talk about what Howie did real quick before we go back to Randy? Can we talk about the people we brought in? Can we talk about...
How do you have draft... Where do these other draft picks... Where do you get these, draft picks from?
He's a hoarder. He's like a squirrel and puts third-round picks everywhere. And before you know it, we got 4 third-round picks. Our draft capital for next draft is still stacked. And it's because Howie does what Howie does. And I think bringing Jair Alexander is huge if he's healthy. I think it frees up... Gives us
taking
depth.
A big dive. He's taking a big dive this year.
But I don't know if that's he doesn't want to be on Baltimore because Baltimore sucks, or which now they're turning around and they're actually playing pretty good now, or if it's fell out of favor with coaching. I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see how he goes. Carter from the Jets. I love bringing him in. I love bringing that dynamic where he could play inside slot, slot receiver, or he could play outside a little bit, but he's mostly inside, which brings up Cooper DeJean can now float. You're going to have a second cornerback. So it brings up options. But I think bringing in Phillips, who is an athletic end rusher that has, I think he has 6 sacks this year. Not sure. But he's a decent player. And
did he come off a really big injury last year too?
2 years ago, he had a torn ACL, and then he had an Achilles injury as well. So he's coming off of that and is starting to get back into game form. And he played with Vic in Miami and in Denver, so Vic knows him. And I'm just excited about that, just to kind of see what that brings out. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it has. We have a couple guys coming off of IR. AJ Brown didn't get traded. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens after this bye week. We're finally getting healthy on our O-line.
I think he might have messed up with not trading AJ Brown.
I don't think. No. Well, it was funny because Howie got asked that specifically today at a press conference, and he basically didn't say he didn't get offers, but basically said that AJ is a great player, and AJ, we don't want to get rid of great players. AJ is a captain, yada, 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 trying to make him feel good. But
he couldn't have answered that better. He answered that perfectly.
Oh, he did. And I think that he strategically, obviously, is saying he's a team player, blah, blah, blah. Make me an offer in the offseason. We'll talk.
Well, the thing is that I think the problem I have with that is I think season ends. AJ Brown doesn't have anything to do except start running his mouth. And I think he's going to start running his mouth, and I think it's going to hurt his stock. And I think, you're going to lose leverage, where people are not going to give you as much because they think that you have to get rid of him, because I think he's going to keep opening his mouth. That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's going to be a draft day, just like we did with the Titans. I don't think you get rid of a great player during a season unless you get great compensation. Perfect example is we apparently were going to give Miles Cleveland 3 first-round picks, and Cleveland was like, "Nah, we're good." I think I don't know why you don't do that. We settled for Phillips, which is a great settle for me. I'll take it, but I don't know if I would.
Your first-round picks weren't going to be that awesome, though. I mean,
I know, but
late-round first-round picks are awesome, but
Cleveland could package that together to move up and get a quarterback. You know how great they are at drafting quarterbacks. Not very great at all.
They just do it in pairs.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a great signings. We had a great weekend. I mean, think about it. All the NFC teams lost. Detroit lost.
Green Bay,
Green Bay lost.
Kansas City.
It was great. It was awesome. It was a great week. Go ahead, Randy.
Well,
Finish
before
up
you
your
do that,
Dallas talk.
I do think that you're definitely in the driver's seat. I mean, with it, it's not a reach. Driver's seat definitely in the division, but one of the leaders in the East, or in the whatever, the NFC. But I think Seattle, things may
looks
run
great.
through Seattle, and they just getting Rashid Shaheed. I
Yeah.
think I think that I don't know where they came up with this defense after losing the entire Legion of Boom.
Yep.
But they look awesome, and if
Sam
they can
Darnold
keep,
getting some MVP talk.
I know. It's great.
Oh, listen,
I mean,
there's
and trust me,
there's-
it's the last place you want to go for a playoff game too. It's going to be
No.
the last place.
There-
It's going to be the nastiest weather there. It's going to
Mhm.
be awful. It's not going to snow. You're not going to get the benefit of snow. It's going to be 38 and raining the whole time, and it's going to be loud as balls. It's going to suck.
there was some crazy changes in the NFC this week, AFC too, but look at Green Bay going down, Detroit going down. Again, you can't forget about Tampa Bay, who's on a bye this week, but like there's a lot of really good teams right now. In the Bears had an impressive win over Cincinnati. Again, there's some teams that I look at right now that I'm like, man, these teams could give any team in the NFC a run for their money right now. But yeah, then Kansas City going down, to Buffalo, which again, this happened before. I'll never count them out, but talk about a week of losses. Like, I was listening to someone talking about what was the most embarrassing loss this week. Detroit to Minnesota with their franchise quarterback finally back. What happened in Green Bay with Carolina, but again, Dallas, Cincinnati, huge losses that were heartbreaking. Just crazy. It's tough. I can't really, again, it was a week of, I was making fun of, there's a bunch of Eagles fans I work with. I was like, oh yeah, all the Super Bowl favorites lost this week. Green Bay, Detroit, Kansas, Dallas. But anyway, yeah, it was just an interesting week. Kansas
Randy,
City.
I gotta say real quick on my game, the Bears game, when we got the ball back with, I don't know, 50 seconds or whatever it was after Cincinnati scored that second touchdown, I had so much comfort from your words in a previous episode when you said, look, anybody who gets the ball with even close to a minute left, the odds are stacked in your favor to move far enough to kick a long field goal. And people were texting me and calling me, and I told them all the same thing. I said, I'm not worried even a little bit. This is exactly where you want to be. You don't want to be on defense in that situation. You want to be on offense.
Especially when you have a team that has already put up 40 points. They're not stopping you. They're not stopping. It's what Chris, what was that one where Chris's Giants were playing and he was up? Greg, what was that? It was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. And they were up and I don't even remember. But he was going off and I'm like, Chris, it's not over till it's over. And they lost at a field goal with just like 17. I don't remember who it was against. It's never over till it's over in this league. The offenses are too good. They're too good.
I was never so comforted by one of your takes.
Mike, anyway. I don't get a shot out.
For what?
Come on. Who led your team?
Yes, your quarterback
tackles?
has a really good pushable ass, Greg.
Who led your team in tackles? Come on, Mike.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And a sack.
And a sack. Yeah, I should have known that. You know what else, Greg? Did you see we ran the Philly special and Caleb Williams scored a touchdown on it?
That's not the Philly special. That is the Tom Brady special, by the way.
It's the Philly special. It's the name of it.
They hijacked
and we ran it to perfection.
No.
It's a Bears special.
Randy, go back to Canada. Go back to
back to the NFC East.
Just
let's
I
go back to the Cowboys.
I don't know how to say this without losing a point, but Mike, Randy, stop doing these things to Mike that you're not supposed to do.
What did I do?
Quit supporting the damn Bears. They suck too. I don't care. Shut up. Suck.
All right.
Let's let Randy get his Jamal Williams update out.
Well, no, I actually want to talk. So I did want to talk a little bit about the Giants game. That was way more of a blowout than the score showed. They were awful. And again, I agree with you, Paul. The three of our teams really, I can't see any one of us making playoffs. The fact that Jerry's out there buying, let's just say we go 6-2, we're going to end up 9-6-1. Like it's a joke. I can't. I really wish we were planning for the future more than just trying to get this salvage this year somehow. But losing again, I stand way in support of what I said with Micah Parsons, but not having a good backup plan is craziness. Not having somebody who can come in and fill that role and trying to do that halfway through the season when you already have 5 losses is absolutely stupid to me.
Jerry did
but anyway, Giants were terrible. Terrible again. Feel bad for your Commanders. I feel bad for Jaden Daniels. It just seems like Washington is that team that always gets bad breaks, and that's tough to watch.
No pun intended.
Yeah, what? No pun intended. Bad breaks.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that one.
That was good, Randy.
Look at that.
So
do the Giants working?
It's the Okra. Yeah.
Do the Giants lose both their GM and their head coach?
So I actually was reading some a commentary on a guy saying that the head coach is probably going to make it through the year because of Cam Scatterbo and Dart and Neighbors, because there is a lot of hope for and again, I do think they are an improved team. I do think with those 3 people, they are a better team. I think there is a lot of hope on the Giants bench for next year, on the Giants fan base for next year.
I think the complete opposite. I think I get rid of the coach, keep the GM, because the GM has done a decent job drafting. The coach has done a absolute horrible job coaching, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't want to pretend like I'm real knowledgeable on that sort of thing.
Anything.
Stop. I know a lot more about geography than you do. Remember that from last year? Anyway, as far as the Dallas game, again, all year long, we had a terrible defense and a good offense. I will say at least we fixed that this week. We currently have a terrible
the Cardinals are 3-10 on Monday night, right?
We currently have a terrible offense and a terrible defense, is what I was trying to say. So we equalized it out a little bit. We're now terrible on offense and defense.
Can you imagine being a franchise that's 40 years old and being 3-10 on Monday night, and your only 3 wins ever have been against the Dallas Cowboys?
Sure. And again, I'm not going to defend. It was terrible. And again, I think we should be selling. But again, you guys would be 2-6 without the tush push. So again, we can talk about this in circles. Well, I'm just saying, it's my claim to fame. Anyway, that's my takes on the games. Not much. I thought it was a crazy week across the NFL. Upsets all up and down. Indianapolis going down. Another crazy loss. Just some very interesting football this weekend.
I think it's
everything but our players' heads are falling off.
They picked up Sauce. It should be interesting to see how the Colts.
I am a little optimistic. Sorry to interrupt. I am a little optimistic about the people we traded for. I wouldn't be trading right now, and I don't know if I would have paid what Jerry did.
You just said you don't know the tackle's name. You don't know him.
I don't know. I read a bunch of stuff about him before this episode. He seems like he's pretty good. 40 sacks in the past 2 years.
Have you not watched football? Like, Quinnen Williams is an excellent football player.
I don't watch the Jets. Honestly, I always hear about the Jets defense, and what I read is this guy is the linchpin of their defense. He is the anchor of it. I think it's going to be a good addition. Don't know about the Cincinnati guy, but I am a little bit. The other thing is Easy Obadua, whatever his name is coming back. I feel like he's coming into his prime. But the crazy thing is, he's paid $20 million a year. So is the guy from the Jets. It's like he got $40 million between those 2 players. It's insane.
Should have just kept Micah Parsons. Holy hell!
That was $60 million. So no,
and your picks, and your picks,
and my picks.
Kept it all.
Randy, I have the same follow-up question that I've had for a couple of weeks now. You told us last week that this is your quote. You just let the Cadillac sit. Keep it shining. He's ready. You said, I just read an article. Jonathan Mingo is starting this week. Was that
I thought he
article
was.
written by Nick's Muse? Like, where are you
I have
getting your
no idea.
information here?
I literally just
It's coming
honestly,
straight from Mingo's burner.
honestly, this whole thing with Mingo, besides the week one where they traded for him, has been kind of a joke for me. It is a joke, but
Not
I
isolated.
It's been
to
fun.
you.
It's been a fun joke.
the minute he catches a touchdown, I can tell you, I will be all over you. Okay, I will be
I don't even
all
think
over you.
he doesn't even catch touchdowns in
Well,
practice.
considering the
No.
coaches decided 2 weeks in a row that he was going to be a healthy scratch, I don't think he's anywhere close to
Yeah.
catching touchdowns.
I have a feeling he's not going to be a Cowboy for too much
You
longer.
may have
but
wasted a 3rd-round pick on that one.
Unfortunately, we're selling a Cadillac right now.
Great pick, though.
That's a good way to get to halftime.
I hear the resale value on those things are way up, though.
That's much more than
Let's-
Mercedes for sure.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back to start looking at Week 10.
What up, everybody? The Beard is here. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, the law offices of William P. Harrington. Credit card litigation, Chapter 7 bankruptcy, estate planning, estate administration, guardianships, they do it all. As a member, listener, follower, supporter of our network, they are offering you a 15% discount on these services. So if you are in the Pennsylvania or New Jersey area, schedule your free consultation today.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And check out our fellow podcaster, Jim Montgomery, with This Day in Philly Sports History. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of Clashing Conferences NFC East. Looking forward to Week 10. We got 3 matchups once again, it looks like, with who is on bye here? Dallas. Looks like they're getting the bye this week. They need it after all the trading to get everybody worked up to speed in their new roles. But the 3 games we do have, we got the Giants plus 3.5 going to the Bears, and looking to complete my other season prediction that the Bears would go 3-1 against the NFC East. We are currently 2-0. We need one more to bring that prediction home. I'm looking forward to getting it this week against the G-Men or the G-Girls.
Yes,
we got Washington plus 8.5 at home.
Mike, is that Bears game in Chicago or New York?
Yes, sir. It is in Chicago.
How is that spread only 3.5?
Because our defense is so decimated, Randy. We have zero.
The Giants, they have 0 weapons.
Randy, our top 5 D-backs are hurt. 5. We're playing backups to the backups. Yeah, I mean, like Chauncey came in last week, and he's our best player.
I saw that earlier, and I was like,
this
dude,
year, and he's our best player. That's how bad our defense is right now. I can't believe we continue. We have won 5 out of 6 games, and it's just unreal that we're winning games with the guys that we're putting out there right now. It's unreal. So that is why the spread is what it is.
Is it Black Friday you play the Eagles?
Yep.
Yes. It's going to be pretty black on Friday, probably. We'll see. Maybe we can get our defense fixed by then, stop the Eagles like twice.
I just found out there's a Flyers game that day, too, so it's going to be boatloads of fun down there.
Nobody's going to a Flyers game.
No, I'm just saying.
Nobody's going to a Flyers game when the Eagles are across the street. Oh, okay. All right. Other games, we got Washington plus 8.5 going against Detroit. That's going to be a tough one without most of their team playing. And we got Philly, and what I thought was just a little bit of a surprising spread.
Me too.
Plus 2.5 at Green Bay.
I thought
so Green Bay
was
hasn't been
too.
Looking so hot, but is favored by 2.5.
2.5.
Yes. It's
I
crazy.
thought you'd still be favored.
Give me them points. Give me them points.
So those are our matchups for the week. Let's spin these wheels and get us 3 categories for our internal competition. What do you guys want this week?
QBR.
Offense or defense? I like QBR.
Well, I like longest touchdown. I like that. Oh, no. Stop. No.
Yeah,
I think we're
don't
team
do
win.
team. Oh,
Team
well,
win. It's going to be
damn
our
it.
first category. Pretty simple one. You win, you get a point.
Pretty simple. Yep, just like that. Just
No.
oh, great. Yeah, let's pair that. Excellent.
It could be you. You could get Kirk Cousins back.
Feels
I
like a
wish I was
correlated
playing for the
category.
Redskins. I really wish I was there.
That actually is how that guy's career should end. Prop bet. Dang it. I'm not playing this week, and I love this one.
Okay.
You don't even know what it is.
I know, but I love
do for
prop
this
bets.
one, I feel like the first two were some offensive categories. Let's get a defensive category in here, and let's go with
Least yards allowed.
That's
Yep,
close
I'm not
enough
getting
to
that one
where I
either.
was going and easier to score. So yeah, we're gonna do fewest
great.
yards allowed, total yards offense. You give up, 200 yards, and everybody gives up 3. Everybody else gives up 3 or 400. The person with giving up 200 yards is going to get a point. So those will be our 3
like it.
categories: team win, most points, team total, and fewest yardage given up by your defense. And we ended with Randy. Why don't we start off with Randy in the second half?
Well, I feel like, again, there's a reason Green Bay's favored. It's
Not a good one.
well, I would say there's probably 2 reasons. A, they're home, and B, they just had a humiliating loss. And I bet you that there is some stat out there that shows after Green Bay loses and when they're playing at home, there's something going on. Because there is nothing else that would explain that spread to me. And again, because I'm me, I will pick against the Eagles every week. I'm taking Green Bay.
Good.
I love it.
Trey will appreciate that.
Redskins, Detroit. That's true. I really wish there was a way for you both to lose. Maybe tie.
He lost his boy Tucker Kraft. That's good enough for me.
Maybe you guys could tie. I don't know. Redskins, Detroit. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty ugly for Detroit. Detroit's going to do well. And then you've got the Giants playing. Who did you say they're playing?
The Bears.
Come on,
the
man.
Bears. Yeah, I don't even think that's going to be close. So again, a 3.5 point spread kind of blows my mind on that one. I think people have figured out Jackson Dart without Scatterboo. The run attack is not scary, and I just don't think. Again, maybe you don't have
Tyrone Tracy.
Maybe you got 2-year-olds running the ball or catching them.
No, you got Devin Singletary.
Maybe you got 2-year-olds
three-headed monster.
That's true. Maybe you got 2-year-olds defending their defenders and some receivers, and Robinson. I hope he does. I'm starting him. Maybe Robinson has a big game. I don't know. It just seems like you guys are way more talented than they are, and you have your stuff way more together. As far as the stats, defense, I would have to say, I think that Green Bay is going to put up points. I think the Bears will. I have to say Washington's defense is probably going to have the least amount of yards. Very glad Dallas isn't in this week because there's no way we would ever win this category of fewest yards.
So Washington's defense is going to hold down Detroit's offense, is what you're saying?
I would love for that to happen.
I think they have a better chance of Philadelphia holding down Green Bay, and I think they have a way better. Again,
what?
I don't know. We'll see. You're the one who's been preaching about how bad your defense is.
Washington also has some injury issues in their secondary. They'll be starting the backup to the burnt toast.
True that.
So that can't be good. I don't know that guy's name, but it can't be good.
Frankie Louvu's out.
Frankie Louvu, missing him is a big deal.
Yeah. Longest touchdown. Boy, oh boy!
Right?
Give him some okra. Longest touchdown was not one of our categories, but you go ahead anyway.
Oh no! What was the other categories?
Team wins, most points, fewest points.
Team wins. I already went over team wins. Most points. Stop.
We just
stop.
Move on
most points.
Randy.
Maybe the Giants. Stop. I'm sorry. I have something in my throat.
I'd love to tell you what I think it is, but I swear you're like a pug. You're literally like a pug. is what you are. Like you breathe yourself out and then you have to like just sit there for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. All that being said, most points I'm going to give to probably the Eagles, unfortunately, very begrudgingly.
So we're going to have the fewest yards, but the most points.
No, the defense.
I love it.
The defense is going to have the fewest yards.
So he said Green Bay gets the fewest yards if he picked the Eagles for that.
No. I'm not. I didn't pick Green Bay for the fewest yards. The fewest yards
Waffling
is a
in your brain, don't even
stat.
know it.
No, the fewest yards is a defensive stat, not an offensive.
Who did you pick for that category? Because I kind of missed it.
Did
you pick Washington?
Picked the Redskins. Yes, Washington.
Okay, all right.
So yes, I do think you're going to put the most points. You definitely have the most capable offense. But the other ones are like basically on life support. So
yeah, I'm not putting any stock into our defense, much like I wouldn't put any stock into our offense doing anything either. I don't think we're going to shock Detroit like we did last year, since we have half of a team, literally half of a team. Anybody who's worth a damn is hurt. Like literally, like there's nobody on the team that I'm like, I feel really good that that guy's in there now. I think it's not going to be a massacre. Nope. I think absolutely everybody that's there is terrible. Unfortunately.
Zach Ertz?
Yeah. No. He's oh my God, he's 52. No, and he's going to get, I don't know how he isn't getting hurt. He's getting lit up over the middle left and right.
I've been watching him.
He takes a lot of hits.
You got your eye on Ertz, do you?
But as far as team win, yeah, I don't think that's it's possible that nobody gets a team win this week.
Ooh, that sucks.
It is possible.
Well, it's absolutely possible. I mean, something
2
about the Green Bay thing. Lowest or the fewest defensive yards allowed.
Hold on. I'm not I've been slacking on making you guys make more definitive picks.
Let's hear this.
Are you predicting all three teams to lose? Because you didn't really say that. You kind of said it could go this way.
Well, yeah, like, this category kind of.
What are your team wins?
Waffle.
Because I wrote it down last week on your own game. You didn't even really pick your game last week. You just went. You pulled a ex-Giants fan. You went if this, if that.
Yeah,
I think they have a chance to.
You know, I hope
it might happen. You never really picked a team to win your game last week. So this week I'm on you. Pick winners.
Detroit is going to win. Whoever is playing Dallas is going to win. I know who they play, but it's the same thing. I'm never going to root or pick the Cowboys to win. The Eagles Packers is really a pick 'em, but I'll go Packers. So yeah,
Giants
I
Bears.
think we are. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. No, I don't think the Giants are going to win either. And actually, I would prefer the Giants win because I hate you. No, I really wish the Giants would win, because if they're going to give them a little bit of hope, and let's do it again. We said this last year. I want them to do just enough. So you keep your coach, you keep your GM, keep everybody the same. It's awesome. This starting off 2-7 and, getting all these great wins towards the end of the year that don't matter to anybody but you. I think let's just rinse and repeat. I love it. So yeah, I really want the Giants to win for a couple of reasons. So, as far as lowest yards allowed, it's weird. I almost first thing I want to say is I want to go with the Eagles, but obviously I can't do that because I just said that they're going to freaking lose. But I mean, it still may be possible.
They could lose and still give up the fewest yards of the three teams.
I mean, I think they got the best defense out there. The Bears defense. I mean, the Bears offense. It's just like last week was the perfect storm. You have two teams with no defense, and it's whoever can get 50 first. So I mean, I think they're not going to be able to. The Giants aren't going to be able to hold off. Maybe and then Cowboys are off. So I mean, geez, I mean, I'll go Eagles. I'll do that. The weird. I think that they will lose and give up the least amount of yards. They're the defense I trust the most right now out of the three of us that are playing, based on the scenarios. And then what was that last one?
Most points.
Most points. Okay, I will not pick the Eagles on this one. Although they could. No, I'm going to say Giants. I'm going to say
It's
Giants
the
on that one.
Giants.
Yeah. So yeah, those are going to be my picks. But ours, nothing good is going to come from our game. And I don't know of anybody else that can get hurt of value. So I'd be interested to see what happens. And I don't even think it's not even one of those opportunities where you're like, oh, I just want to see what kind of young players we got, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not worried about that. It's just, let's hurry up and start next year. Go Tar
Because you
Heels.
don't have young players, as previously stated, you are devoid of talent.
At the moment, we sure are. The starting everything is gone. And our again, I mean, Marcus Mariota is too old to remember the names of the players that he's throwing to. So, and none of them are even in probably the new version of Madden if it was updated to the current season. So yeah.
Let me ask you this, Paul. Would you have rather they sat Jaden Daniels earlier on in the game? Like, I know that always frustrates me when it's my team and they sit the quarterback. But, like, obviously looking back now, you'd say yes. But in the moment where you, like, sit this guy?
No. And the only reason I say that is he's been hurt a couple of times. I mean, if he's getting beat up, he's really getting, and he was, but I want him to get reps. Like he needs to get out there with some of these players who he's going to try and be with and get reps. I mean, we were fighting a losing battle or uphill battle, even to start the year with Terry's sit in garbage. So, I mean, there was already a lack of continuity on the team. So that's, I mean, I do blame Dan Quinn, but I also am not mad at Dan Quinn because I want him out there. I want Jaden Daniels to be out there playing. He needs to get reps out there, but he also doesn't need to get killed. If he is getting killed and there's literally nothing your offensive line can do, and he's getting pressured every single time, maybe you should take him out. But he really needs the reps. He's a young kid. He needs to get a lot more continuity.
Well, Greg, you want to bring us home with some winning picks?
Sure, man. Let's go. Let's do this. To me, this is an easy week.
Please say Eagle sweep. Say Eagle sweep.
I love that we get spreads with Greg.
I think it's an easy week. I'm taking the Bears -3.5. I'm taking the Lions -9.5, and I think that's actually closer to an 18 to 20 point win.
I thought Mike said 8.5.
It could get out of hand easily.
Did I talk that down another point?
No, Greg, I looked early in the morning, and I'm sure Greg's looking more recently, and we're possibly using different sites. Greg and I are always off by half a point or so.
Yeah.
There's a good chance.
There's a lot of different lines out there depending on when and where you're looking at your numbers.
You could put a 1 in front of that 9 and it still might be relevant.
Yeah. And I'm going to take the Eagles +2.5. I'm going to take the points. Looking at some stats, Nicky Boy has been our coach, this is their 5th year. Anytime after a long layoff, start of the season or after a bye week, after a first round play, after a playoff bye, Nick Sirianni is 11-1 after a rest. So first game of the year, after a bye week, and then after a bye week in the playoffs. Nick is 11-1. I can't fight that. I'm going with that. I'm going with the Birds +2.5.
What about the money line? Give me the money line pick.
I take the money line pick.
He needs a money line anyway for the team wins prediction.
I was going to say flip it. If it's Eagles -2.5, are you taking that?
I probably would. I honestly thought it was going to be Eagles -2.
I
saw that they're getting 2.5. I think Green Bay lost because they overlooked Carolina and they're waiting for the Eagles. I think that they are upset that they got beat opening day. What was it, 2 years ago in Brazil? I think there's a lot. I think Packers are going to play pretty well, but I think Eagles are a better team. I think we're getting healthy. I think our defense is coming back into shape. I'm excited about this. I'm really excited about this Monday night game. And I think we're going to get a team win. I think we're going to have the most points. And I'm taking the Eagles with the fewest total yards. I think Detroit's going to put up 400 plus yards. I think the Bears are going to put up yards against the Giants because the Giants' defense is horrible. So I got to take the Birds on that too. I'm excited, boys. Jump on the train. It's not too late. You too can become an Eagles fan.
Shut up.
Jerk.
Shut up.
I'm just saying. You guys hate.
It will never happen.
We have a nice
tush push.
3-game stretch right here.
It'd be a lot easier.
We won't even tush push.
It's a lot easier decision because all of your people are such horrible humans. Such horrible humans.
Across the board.
Can't wait for you to buy me a beer because you just said that. I'm a horrible human. Really?
I think Greg trying to get you two on the Eagles wagon is about as close to dumb shit we're going to get without any of our Giants fans here. So let's get out of here and we'll see what actually happens in week 10.
Greg, maybe you buy me a beer to prove that you're not a horrible person.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see
We're
how
going to do it. Clashing Conferences gathering this weekend. Hope to see a bunch of you guys. We'll be back in a week to let you all know how that gathering went.
Go Birds!
Thanks, everybody.
Boom, boom, boom.